This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to Midwest City. It's that time of year, playoff time in the great state of Oklahoma. If you're a fan of high school basketball, this is what it's all about. The playoffs are off and running tonight, and Oklahoma Sports Network has got you covered the whole way here, all the way through some gold balls, some championships going to be given out here in just a few weeks' time. The season's winding down. It's sad the season is almost over, but it feels good that we're in the playoffs. Great time of year. Josh Calloway here with you for a little double dip tonight on OSN here in Midwest City. First up, we're going to have number 12, Putnam City, the Lady Pirates, and the number 5, Yukon Millerettes tonight here in Midwest City. Then we'll have the Lady Bombers here on their home floor taking on U.S. Grant later on in the evening. We'll get to that game when we get there. First up is the Lady Pirates and the Millerettes, like I said. This is the first round of the 6A West playoffs. The way this works, if you're unfamiliar, this is an elimination game. Loser of tonight's game will have their season come to an end. The winner will move on to Saturday afternoon, take on the winner of our next game here on OSN, that game I just mentioned, Midwest City and U.S. Grant at 2 o'clock on the afternoon. That game will not be an elimination game. Instead, it just positions you well in area next weekend. So a win tonight, and you punch your ticket to area next week. But a loss, and your season is done here as well. This is going to be a couple of seasons that are going to come to an end tonight here on OSN. Putnam City, Yukon first, and then again, like I said, we'll have Midwest City, U.S. Grant coming up for you in just a little bit. All right, we're going to take a timeout here as we're going to do the national anthem and all that good stuff. Then when we come back, we'll have the lineups and we'll have the basketball for you. Yukon, Putnam City coming up next here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, Injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back to Midwest City, getting ready to get this postseason started here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway with you. Should be a fun night of hoops here on OSN. The playoffs, like I mentioned there before that last break, it's sad that we're at the end of the season. Obviously, it's fun to hunt the best regular season games like we do on OSN. All that's good stuff. But the playoffs are different. And seasons will end tonight. You can't replicate that urgency in the long regular season in high school basketball. Same thing could be said for college NBA. It's hard to match that intensity of the playoffs in the regular season. That's what we get to do tonight. The best part is right now here in the playoffs. So we got Putnam City here coming up, taking on Yukon. We'll have the starting lineups here in just a second for you. Starting first with the Putnam City Lady Pirates. Number 3 is Asia Johnson. She's a 5-foot senior. Number 15, Kayla Hill, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 21 is Patience Booker, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 31, Kamekia Maxey, a 5'10" senior. Number 34 is Destiny Hunt. She's a 5'10" sophomore. The Pirates are coached by Tiamber Nath. I mentioned number 12 in the 6A West rankings. Just 3 wins on the year, 3-20. They've been competitive a lot of the season, a little misleading. And then for Yukon, number 0 is Kenley Jefferson, a 5'1" freshman. Number 1, Kay Jefferson, a 5'5" junior. Number 4 is Gabby Tilley, a 5'7" junior. Number 12 is Avery Sims, a 5'8" senior. And then number 14, Callie Harbison, a 5'5" sophomore. They are coached by Roy Wyckoff. Yukon 14-8 on the season. And number 5 in 6A West. So we're just about ready to get this thing going. Josh Calloway here with you. Lauren Hicks working the camera for us tonight. Appreciate her stepping in and helping us out. And we're just about ready to get the basketball started. Yukon and Putnam City, 6A West playoff action here on OSN. Double dip tonight. We'll have Midwest City, U.S. Grant to follow. These two winners tonight will face each other on Saturday afternoon for the regional title. Ball knocked out of bounds here on the first possession. Putnam City, the de facto road team for this game as the lower seed. Obviously, it is a neutral site in the black with orange trim. Yukon, the home whites with the red lettering and numbers. And bumped out of bounds. This will be a foul here against the Pirates. A quick one charged against Kayla Hill. Mention that this is an elimination game. The games on Saturday will not be a win tonight, and you punch your ticket to area next weekend. But a loss in your season is over, although you're in much better shape if you can win on Saturday. It's not, I know that game's not an elimination game, but it's still almost as important. I mean, it's huge to get yourself in position to try and reach the state tournament. As ball's knocked loose and then stuck home by Kamekia Maxey putting that in, and the Pirates are the first team on the board. Yukon trying to get down and score on the other side. Ball was shot deep. And now we have whistles. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the Millerettes. See Putnam City wearing the uniforms that have original across the front. If you're not familiar, a common term used when referring to Putnam City, because you have Putnam City North, Putnam City West, and then just Putnam City. And so a lot of times they go by Putnam City Original. And as you see it there on the jerseys across the chest. Lady Pirates with it, early 2-0 lead, driving the lane here, right-hand floater, no good. Rebound, stick back attempt doesn't go for Hunt. Good job by the Millerettes crashing, and they get a fast break out of this. Racing down the floor, good job by Putnam City getting back. And it'll go out of bounds, and that's last touched by the Millerettes. So some really nice defense here early for Putnam City. Mentioned just 3 wins on the year for PC. These two teams did not meet in the regular season. But as I said, Putnam City's just 3-20, but they were competitive against good teams. They have a lot of tough losses on the season. So that record, while, I mean, it tells the story, it doesn't totally, right? It's a little deceiving, a little misleading. And there's nothing you can replicate about the pressure that's on Yukon as the big favorite here. 14-8 season. They're certainly expecting to get to area next week. And so you can't really replicate. That's the X factor in this game, is that Putnam City playing a little bit more house money than Yukon is. And maybe you're seeing that a little bit early, the nerves, as they travel here by Yukon. A very slow start for the Millerettes. As the Lady Pirates get another stop, and they come down the floor leading by a bucket real early here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway with you, solo venture for me tonight with Lauren Hicks working the camera for us here at the home of the Bombers. Great facility here in Midwest City. In the corner, here's Hunt driving the baseline. Nice defense here. She just ran into a brick wall there in Gabby Tilley, and a stop for Yukon. They start the break, but another sloppy play offensively. Another turnover as trying to get it ahead. Harbison was the one kind of back behind the defense there, trying to get a fast break layup, and couldn't quite do it. She'll come out now into the game for Yukon for the first time. Raina Henson, a 5'6" senior, getting her first action. Inbound here is knocked away, and a turnover, and how do you like that? Come right in and make an impact. Henson poked that away, got the turnover, then got the bucket, and we're tied up 2 apiece. 5:39 and counting to play in the first quarter. Original with the ball here, and the left elbow kick out in the corner. Driving on the baseline, long 2 here. Can't quite get the roll home, did Hill. Offensive rebound, though, for the Pirates, getting a second chance. Here's Hunt at the elbow, goes out toward the wing. He'll give it up. Floater in the lane, doesn't fall for Johnson. And Yukon gets themselves a stop, and they can try to get their first lead here. Here's Kay Jefferson, got 2 on the floor with her and her sister Kenley. Shot down in the painted area, didn't go for Sims. But there's Kenley Jefferson running down and getting the steal, and her turnaround shot goes in. And Yukon's got their first lead, 4-2, as the freshman Kenley Jefferson getting the bucket there. I saw Yukon once this season. I did their game against Norman North here on OSN. And Kenley Jefferson, a really impressive freshman for Coach Wyckoff and the Millerettes. Here she is again. Mid-range jumper doesn't go. Rebound is loose and scooped up and saved. That was a nicely done job there by Booker, firing it ahead, and now the Pirates with a fast break down the lane here. Shot didn't go. Almost got her own rebound, did Johnson, but didn't quite. And now a sloppy turnover here as the pass there kind of short hop Jefferson, and she lost it out of bounds. So to go back over to PC. Just getting going here in this first playoff matchup here at the 6A level. Nearly a turnover. Putnam City just, I spoke a little too soon. I said saved it, but Tilley ends up with it. Fast break. That's Henson, excuse me, and we have whistles down in that painted area on the other side. Looks like it's going to go against Putnam City. That'll be the second charge against them here in the very early going. In the corner here, open look for Tilley. She gives it up, passes it underneath, poked away, and trying to save it, but lost it. That was Ashlyn Smith, the freshman who couldn't quite corral it. Another turnover. Sloppy start to this game really for both teams, but especially Yukon. Some just unforced turnovers in this first half quarter. Midway point of the first frame, 4-2 lead for Yukon here in this neutral site matchup in the playoffs. Kenley Jefferson pokes that away. Ball's on the floor. I was kind of waiting for a whistle. I think the players were a little bit too. It never came. And Putnam City is able to save the possession off of it. As Johnson will set things back up, the senior trying to make sure this isn't her last game. As like we said, elimination game tonight. Loser of this game, season over. Winner punch their ticket to area next week, but will have a chance to better position themselves on Saturday afternoon. That shot doesn't go. Rebound is loose. Eventually ends up in the hands of the Millerettes, and they'll start the break. Here's Kenley Jefferson. Long pass in the corner to Cade Jefferson. Now to the top. Open three ball. Hits off the front of the rim for Tilly. And another empty trip for Yukon. Both teams a very slow start here offensively. Jefferson underneath to Hunt. Her layup is banked home and good. And we're tied back up. Give Johnson the assist on that one as she fed it right underneath to Destiny Hunt, who puts it home. And we're tied up 4 apiece. 2:50 to play in this first quarter. Driving the lane here with Jefferson. Kick out to Kenley for 3. Clackums. Buried it in the corner. One Jefferson to the other as Cade hits Kenley. And she nails the shot in the corner, and Yukon's back ahead by 3 at 7-4. 2:30 to go in the first. Here's Putnam City driving. This is Johnson. A lot of contact here. Shot blocked. It's on the floor. Bodies laying everywhere. It'll go out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by the Pirates as Johnson went hard to the lane, then was the first to the floor to try and save the possession there, but lost out of bounds. Gave herself a second to kind of collect her thoughts. Into the game for the Pirates as Johnson will come out. In for the first time comes Jalissa Tolles, a freshman for Coach Naff and the PC Pirates. There's Cade Jefferson bringing up for Yukon. She gets around her defender, will drive, kick out. Open look here for Pivniska for 3. Clackums. Addison Pivniska, the sophomore, just into the game and hits a 3-ball. Makes it 10-4 Yukon. 2 minutes to play in the first. Driving the lane here. Shot is loose and it's scooped up by Yukon. Empty trip there for PC. As an underdog here, you got to make sure you limit possessions like that. You got to at least make sure you get a good volume of shots up in this game. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Yukon. 1:52 to play in the first. 10-4 Millerettes lead on a little 6-0 run here on a couple of 3 balls. Tilly trying to make it 3 in a row. She does. Clackums drop it down for Gabby Tilly. 3 straight threes for Yukon from Kenley Jefferson, Addison Pivniska, and now Gabby Tilly. Makes it 13-4 Millerettes. And we have whistles. It's 13-7 right now in favor, or the board reads 13-7. And there's conversations about it. Yeah, okay. I about had a little mini panic attack there as the board read 13-7 in the gym here, but they just corrected it to be 13-4. And that's going to be a whistle and a foul on Putnam City off that inbound. .90 seconds to play in the first. 13-4, Yukon on a 9-0 run as they try to get something going here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Booker. Miller's with the ball. Millerettes will keep it. Each team with 2 fouls here in this first quarter. Tilly into Cade Jefferson. 9-0 run right now for Yukon. It's a good start for PC defensively, but they've kind of lapsed a little bit, and this is exactly what's hurting them. They're giving up 3 balls. Clackums again. 4 straight threes for Yukon. Putnam City is going to take a timeout as Coach Naff wants to talk things over. A 12-0 run for the Millerettes here on 4 triples. 30-second timeout. We'll stick here. If you just tuned in, basically this start to this game, pretty sloppy for Yukon offensively. Lots of turnovers. Putnam City Original doing a really good job on the defensive end. But these last, couple of minutes or so, they're just letting Millerettes get loose for open looks from deep, and they're hitting at a high clip. 4 straight 3 balls, and that'll push a game out a little bit. As all of a sudden a 12-0 run, and Yukon leads it 16-4 here in the waning moments of the first quarter. We got both games tonight, by the way, here in Midwest City. Mentioned that off the top. We're going to have Midwest City and U.S. Grant to follow here on this same floor. The winner of these 2 games will face off on Saturday afternoon at 2. You can watch that game as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network right back here at the home of the Bombers. And again, that won't be an elimination game, but if you want to try and make state, you're much better served to win that. Gets you in much better shape going into area next week. We'll talk about that a little more as we go on throughout the night here. Driving the lane here, Hunt floater won't go. And it will be knocked out of bounds by PC. That was kind of a tough spot there for Destiny Hunt. She at first looked like she was going to let it go, but then thought maybe I could save it. And kind of got caught in the middle and just knocked it out of bounds. So Yukon gets it. They're on a 12-0 run. 16-4. Here's a turnover. PC could use a bucket here. This is Toll starting the break. Down the lane for the Pirates. And she gets tied up, and that's a travel. Really good defense there by Gabby Tilley for Yukon to tie her up when she was driving the lane. Got the steps, and it's a turnover. 16-4 Yukon as we near the end of the first. Don't look like they're interested in holding for the final shot. Jefferson's going to fire another 3. This one's got too much on it. A long rebound comes out to Tolles. And Putnam City now can hold for the final shot here if they would like. Could get this down to 10 or even single digits if they could hit one from deep. Here's Booker with it. Bounce pass underneath. Turnaround shot here at the rim is good. Nicely done there as Maxey sticks that one home. Makes it 16-6. Still some time for Yukon. 10 seconds. Open look in the corner for Tilley for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes out, is pulled in by Tolles. And that'll probably be the end, and it will, of the first quarter. Good start for Yukon. Putnam City, a much-needed bucket there at the end of the quarter to try to stymie a little bit of that momentum. And it's 16-6. Yukon on top after 1. This is 6A West regional playoff action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
Back to Midwest City. Josh Galloway with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Good start for Yukon here in this 6A West playoff matchup as they lead it by 10 after the first 8 minutes. 3-ball, obviously the story so far. Yukon with 4 in that first 8 minutes. PC didn't hit any. That'll create a gap on the scoreboard. Yukon trying to get another one here at the top of the key. For Pivniska didn't go. Rebound almost pulled in by Yukon, but PC gets it back. Trying to cut this thing back down to single digits. Pirates here on the near side. Open 3 at the top for Johnson doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Pivniska, and Yukon starts to break back the way. That would have been a big shot to get some momentum back on PC's side and get this thing to single digits, but a missed opportunity there. Rebound is loose, and it comes out near midcourt. Yukon will save it and set something up here with Cade Jefferson. Right side to Kenley Jefferson. Pass underneath to the cutting Tilley. And they're going to say out of bounds off Yukon. I thought that might have been deflected, but official right there on top of it said, nope, smooth sailed right out. So PC gets it back, down by 10, 7:05 to play in the first half here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Midwest City, U.S. Grant to follow here, and these two winners will collide on Saturday. We'll have that one for you as well. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. We'll note that game later, that Midwest City U.S. Grant game, it'll be here on OSN. It will be on a separate stream, which all that means is that this one will close, and if you're on the app or YouTube, whatever, you'll just have to go find the next game, which that stream will fire up right when this one ends, essentially. Just a couple of buttons to get pressed there, nothing too major. 3 ball in the corner for Pivniska, not going to fall. Rebound pulled in by Hunt. And Yukon, if that hot stretch is going a little cold here, but Putnam City hasn't really made them pay for it yet. Just 2 points in this dry spell. Johnson down the lane, left-hand shot. Oh, that was a bit of a circus ball, but it went home. A little 4-0 spurt here for PC, and they're back within 8 points. We'll see if they can continue the good defense on the other side. Hanging around right now, though, the 3-win Lady Pirates. And here's a turnover. This will help. Fast break down the lane. Here goes Booker to the rim, puts it in. 6-0 run for Putnam City Original. And they're only down 6 here in this neutral site matchup. Again, you don't have your home fans to kind of pull you out of dry spells, but that'll help. Clack'ems. Gabby Tilley said enough of that. Hits a 3-ball in the corner and puts Yukon back up by 9 at 19-10. With 5:45 to play here in the first half. Driving the lane here. Toll's shot was, I think, partially blocked. It was almost saved there by Kay Jefferson, but she lost it out of bounds, so they'll stick with the Pirates. Back in the game for Yukon comes 14 Callie Harbison. She started this game along with number 35 Ashlyn Smith back in. A 9-point lead for Yukon. They've led by as much as 12 in this first half. PC hanging in there, hanging tough right now. At the top here, off her hands, but saved for Booker in the corner to Toll. She'll fire a 3. Clack'ems! All right, Jalissa Tolles hits one from deep. And PC, give them credit. Big underdogs tonight. They're battling and they're playing hard. Only down 6 right now. 5:13 to play in the first half. Underneath here, Kenley Jefferson had it knocked away. Almost saved, but not quite. Off the fingertips there of Gabby Tilley. That's a spot, too, where, you know, Coach Wyckoff, he'll bring it up in practice. As he's going to take a timeout, he might say it right in this huddle. That ball was last touched. It looked, by my eye, it's by Destiny Hunt. But Tilley tried to save it. Probably should have just let that go, live to fight another day kind of a thing, and set up a new possession. 30-second timeout here will stick here as we have about 5 minutes to play in this first half. Loser this game eliminated from the postseason. Their season will come to an end. The winner goes to Saturday afternoon at 2 here on OSN. Again, that game will not be an elimination game. If you're unfamiliar with the 6A and 5A postseason, it's the same format. But, again, it puts you in pretty much better shape if you can find a way to win that for next week in area. We've got lots of games on our network tonight, by the way. If you want to get a second screen out, we got Dell City. It's all girls tonight. Boys are tomorrow. We got Dell City and Duncan in action right now. Altus and Glenpool in action right now. We have 3 separate doubleheaders for you tonight on OSN. Jordan Ray, I know, working hard over at Carl Albert. Normally with me for a lot of OSN broadcasts. He's doing his thing for Carl Albert's games tonight over there. We got lots of hoops. We got you covered over the next few weeks. Here's a turnover. Putnam City gets it back. And that ball goes in. I think they might be counting the shot here. I'm kind of waiting. They are. They're counting that shot. Jalissa Tolles puts that in with the foul, and PC is only down 4. And they got a free throw coming. Tell you what, I'm a little stunned. I mean, Yukon big favorites tonight. Is that free throw no good? And they jump up by 12 points, 16-4. But since then, it's an 11-3 run for the Pirates. Doing some really good things. Here's Jefferson for 3. You like this if you're Yukon, and that's why. Clack'ems again. Tell you what, the big difference right now, I said it earlier, it's becoming more true as we go, the 3-ball. Because total number of field goals, about the same. But Yukon hitting the ones from that are worth 1 more on the board. Making a big difference right now. 22-15, 4:18 to play in the first half. Here's Johnson driving the lane. Right-hand floater wildly put up. It didn't go. Rebound pulled in by the Millerettes. This is Henson driving down the lane. Feeds off the Tilley 3-ball in transition. Clack'ems. Bury it again. Yukon is piping hot from deep. 25-15. They've hit 7 threes. Oh, this is a tough foul here going to go against Yukon. Milleret's faithful who made the trip are saying, you sure about that one? Foul will go against Jefferson. That'll be her first, I believe. 14th foul on Yukon. Back in comes the other Jefferson, Cade, the junior, older of the two, onto the floor. As the Millerettes right now, that three ball, I mean, it's been their saving grace. They haven't had a lot of success in the painted area at all. But, hey, when you can rip the nets from deep, it doesn't always matter. Crossover move by Johnson. She'll drive the lane to the rim. Scoop layup attempt. Oh, what a move and finish right there by Asia Johnson, the senior, with a tough bucket. Gets PC back to single digits at 8. Transition three for Tilly Clackams again. That's 8 first half threes for Yukon. Just absolutely eviscerating the net from deep right now. Johnson down the lane, can't get it to go, but she is fouled as Ashlyn Smith bumped her there, and Asia Johnson will head to the free throw line. I gotta say, I can't immediately recall any game I've done this season with one team getting this hot from deep in the first half. Absolutely unbelievable. Back iron, no good. I think back to Jordan I do in Tuttle Piedmont back in January, where I believe it was Piedmont. They didn't hit their first 2 until like the 4th quarter. It's not quite that extreme, obviously, here tonight, but that's what it reminds me of. Yukon is just absolutely lighting it up from deep right now. Second free throw good for Johnson after she misses the first. Pulls it back down to 10 points at 28-18. 3:19 to play here in the first half. Winner continues their season into next week. Loser, end of the road tonight in Midwest City. The playoffs, what it's all about. Jefferson for 3 in the corner, doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Hunt. And you wonder what kind of adjustments are Coach Naff and that PC crew going to try and make at halftime to cut down on UConn's 3-ball. Because it's not like they've made a lot of tough ones. They're getting good looks and they're hitting them. Here's a good look for PC, although it was blocked. Good job by Tilly crashing down and blocking that shot by Sierra Hill. They said last touch by Yukon. I'm a little surprised by that. I thought for sure. That was strange. I thought Tilly got a piece of it. Maybe she didn't. Nevertheless, Yukon ball up by 10, 2:43 to play in the first half. Here's Jefferson on the right wing to the top. Tilly. Jab step once. Surveys the floor in the corner to Jefferson. Cade Jefferson across the lane. A lot of room here. Kick out in the corner. Open 3 ball for the Millerettes. Not going to go too much on it from Avery Sims. Rebound, though, and putback attempt from Smith doesn't go. Nice rebound there for Maxey for PC, and the Pirates get it back. Still down just 10, 2:13 and counting to play in this first half. Crossover move by Johnson. This is what she likes to do, take it to the rim. We've seen her do it a bunch of times tonight. That ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. Pretty solid crowd here in Midwest City have made the trip here for this neutral site matchup between PC and Yukon. Got some Midwest City fans certainly in the building that are scouting the opponent a little bit. The team is doing it as the Lady Bombers are all in the corner there. Getting ready for their ball game and seeing who they might see next on Saturday should they win tonight against U.S. Grant. Here's Yukon with it. Poked away from behind. Jefferson lost it. Scooped up by PC's Maxey. Start the break. Hunt underneath. Layup attempt. Good. Put it home. And the Pirates just keep on hanging in, making plays defensively, getting good looks in the paint. PC's dominating the paint. Yukon dominating from behind the arc. Totally different styles right now. Obviously, as you might guess, that results in the Millerettes in front at the moment, but it's keeping Putnam City in this game with 1:15 to play in the first half. Jefferson hands it off to Tilly. She'll go down the lane, right hand floater, it's good. That was nice, and something we haven't seen Yukon do a lot tonight. Take it to the rim. Nice finish there by Tilly. Puts Yukon back ahead by 10 as we approach the final minute here of this first half. 30-20 Yukon. Johnson with it for the Lady Pirates. Goes to her right crossover move, now in the corner. And that's a travel, the most common travel as Booker moved the feet. Jordan Ray and I talk about it all the time. right when you catch that three, kind of that little hesitation, pump fake and go, you see that travel all the time in high school basketball. I should say good play here by Putnam City as Hill crashing down to knock that ball out of bounds as Smith was just hanging out in the paint, was going to get an easy lay-in if she didn't make that play. Stays with Yukon, who lead by 10. Jefferson off the inbound. Gives it up to the top to her sister Cade. A little shuffling of the feet. Now in the corner. Open three for Tilly, who's having a nice first half. That one doesn't go. Rebound ripped in by Maxey, and the Pirates have it back with 30 seconds to play in the first half. This will be a kick ball.
Ball stays with the Pirates.
Stay at this end, of course. 30-20 Yukon in front. Could be the final possession of the half if they want. See how much PC wants to hang out on this. Tilly knocks that out of bounds. Johnson this time does get it into Booker. PC doesn't look like they're going to wait. Driving the lane here and putting that in. And the foul. Destiny Hunt with a big yell afterward, too. Pirates playing with an edge, playing with some emotion right now. A lot of that goes to credit to Coach Knapp. You have a tough year, just 3 wins. You come in, you're a big underdog. You're on the road. You kind of think that maybe they'll have checked it in a little bit, but Putnam City is playing really hard right now, and they're hanging right in this game. Free throw miss there, down 8. Yukon has it back and pushes this thing back up to double figures with a bucket here. 15 seconds to play in the first half. Smith, kick out to the top, now around the horn, open three in the corner for Kenley Jefferson, airballs it long. 8 seconds pulled in by the Pirates. They still got a little bit of time, 5 seconds, and now the official's actually going to blow this dead as there's a player down on that far side. Can't quite make out the number from here. 4.2 is what the clock reads as the Putnam City trainers are going to go out and take a look at who this is here. I think this is Maxey down for Putnam City. Didn't really see what happened. Kind of a hard fall, and she's slowly making her way back to her feet. Get a nice applause here from the mixed bag crowd of obviously Putnam City fans, Yukon fans, Midwest City fans, and some U.S. Grant fans as well who are here already waiting for their team's game coming up in just a little bit. Maxey on her feet, kind of slowly making her way off the floor. Just 4.2 seconds, obviously, in this first half, so she'll have the halftime to kind of get examined. She's going to head to the locker room a little bit early here, I think. So PC does keep the ball after this. It'll be 4 seconds trying to length the floor. At worst, looks like they're going to go down to the half. Down 8 points, though. Here's Johnson, 2 seconds. Can she get a shot up at the buzzer? I think this would count. A little too much on it. Went high off the, I think maybe off the shot clock here, which of course is not in use in high school basketball, but they got him here. 30-22, your score favorite Yukon at the end of the first half. Entertaining first 16 minutes. Putnam City playing very well, hanging right in this thing. Certainly still anybody's ball game at the end of 2 quarters. We'll take a timeout here. We'll come back, have halftime here from Midwest City. Then we'll have the second half for you just in about 10 minutes or so from now. Good start to this one. Yukon leads it 30-22 after 2 in Midwest City in the first round of the 6A playoffs here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first
When it
appointment.
comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
We want to make your next event an adventure. At Inflatable Adventures, we want to make your next event hassle-free by providing incredible products at a great price, along with amazing customer service. We offer one of the widest selections of bounce houses, water slides, obstacle courses, and so much more. Give us a call today or check us out online at inflatableadventures.org. Remember, Inflatable Adventures, the only inflation worth paying for.
All right, back to Midwest City. Josh Calloway here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Getting ready for the second half here from Midwest City. Yukon and Putnam City in the first round of the 6A playoffs. Great time of year. Got to love the postseason in high school hoops. You get through that season, especially the last few weeks. The games, don't mean as much literally because the playoff, bracket gets set with about a week or two still to go. So it's kind of nice when you finally get here that, you grind through those last few weeks. Players look forward to this. Fans look forward to this. We certainly look forward to it. And now here we are, ready for the second half. Putnam City and Yukon. Josh Calloway with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Here's Putnam City with it, who had a nice first half. Big underdogs here. And on a couple of offensive rebounds, eventually ends up in the hands of Kayla Hill, and she sticks it home. And just like that, the Pirates are down just 6 here not on the road, away from a neutral site game. It is away from home, but you get the gist. Big underdogs. This is going to be a travel from Kenley Jefferson. Mentioned it right off the top. The one thing you can't really predict in a spot like this, in a game like this, is the fact that Yukon, being such big favorites, Putnam City is with house money. I mean, they're not expected to win this game. They have just 3 wins all year. Yukon's a top 5 team in 6A West, a 14-8 record. They're thinking we're getting the area for sure. Nobody's giving Putnam City a chance. They're just coming out and playing hard. And Yukon, I don't think they've shown too many nerves, but there's been a couple spots where the pressure that Putnam City has put on them has just kind of forced some uncharacteristic mistakes from this Millerettes team. And the further this goes, where it's still close, the more they're going to feel it. Here's Putnam City down the lane. Shot is up and good by Maxie. Good to see her back in, by the way, after she went down right at the end of the first half. And the Pirates are down just 4, but a big shot on the other side. Clackam's for 3, Avery Sims. And, boy, how many times tonight have we seen Yukon get a big 3 when they need it to go up 7 there? That was a huge shot because Putnam City had whittled it down to 4. Meanwhile, other side, Johnson shot no good. Rebound, stick-back attempt by Maxie, no. Ends up in the hands of the Millerettes. A big stop there. Now can Yukon continue to add on to their lead here, ahead by 7, early part of the third. Nice ball movement, pass underneath and put it home. Avery Sims off the great feed from Cade Jefferson, and a little 5-0 jolt has got Yukon back ahead by 9. But quickly the other side, boy, a great move, but she didn't finish it there by Hill. And then a turnover as Hunt got the rebound, but then had her pass picked off. And now the ball will go out of bounds and will stay with Yukon. Boy, to backtrack a little bit, how big was that shot by Avery Sims, number 12 in white, because Putnam City, all of a sudden you look up, they're only down 4. But a big shot there to put it back up 7, then another bucket off a great feed from Jefferson, and Yukon's back ahead by 9. Now they have the ball back again, can go back ahead by double figures once more. Jefferson gives it up to Tilly, being guarded closely right on that midcourt logo. Feed underneath to Cade Jefferson. Nice ball movement. Ashlyn Smith, kick out, open 3 for Tilly. Clackums. What a night for Gabby Tilly. She has been lighting it up from deep. And a really sudden 8-0 run for Yukon. They're back ahead by 12. Coach Knaff wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it to Millerettes lead it by 12 here. First round of the 6A playoffs on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
Back to Midwest City. Josh Calloway here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's been a very interesting game here, this first round matchup in the 6A West playoffs. Putnam City, big underdogs against Yukon. And the Millerettes have done some good things. They've really shot the ball incredibly well from deep, but give the Pirates a lot of credit. They have played really, really hard tonight. I mentioned it right off the top, one of the first things we said tonight on the broadcast. Don't let that 3-20 record fool you. They hang tough with a lot of their opponents this year. And they're doing the same tonight. Had it down just 4 a minute ago, but an 8-0 run for Yukon before that last time out, and now that's not going to help. A turnover, fast break, nice ball movement underneath. Sims gets hit hard from behind by Hunt. That is a good foul from PC, as that was going to be an easy lay-in for Avery Sims, and instead she'll have to earn it at the charity stripe with a pair of free throws here. 5:20 to go in the third. 38-26 Yukon in front, and they can add to it here. Their biggest lead of the night is 12, so they're at it right now, and they can add to it. First one up and good for Sims. Yukon now ahead by 13 at 39-26. Again, the winner of this one will get the winner of our next game here on Oklahoma Sports Network. U.S. Grant and Midwest City. That's the 4-13 matchup in the 6A West bracket. That game will be right here, live and for free, of course, on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Is back on the other side. A foul here as Destiny Hunt will get herself some free throws. Winner of that game, like I said, will face a winner of this one right here. And we'll have that game for you Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, right back here in Midwest City. On the Oklahoma Sports Network. Yours truly will be on the call for that one. Well, it's a very, very busy time of year. It's not for the faint of heart trying to plan out all the who goes where to get all these games broadcast that we do on OSN, but it's a great time of year. We love doing it. First free throw, no good from Hunt. Second one here coming up for the Pirates. Trying to end this 9-0 run for Yukon. Can't do it. A couple of missed free throws there. Not what the doctor ordered if you're Coach Naff. Certainly, you're going to need to make your free throws here in this second half. Nice feed underneath here to Sims. Kick out Kenley Jefferson. Rocket pass to Smith. She'll fire in the corner. Nice find to Kate Jefferson for three. Clackums. That was really good ball movement. And Yukon is putting together a really top-notch stretch here. It's a 12-0 run, and it's been clean basketball for Coach Wyckoff's squad. And now another turnover here by PC. I'll tell you what, we've been giving, obviously, Putnam City a lot of praise tonight, but you got to do the same for Yukon right now. They've taken the Pirates' best shot, and they've taken some punches right out of the locker room, that 4-0 run to get the Pirates within 4, but Yukon has absolutely responded since then, a 12-0 run, and they lead by 16 now, trying to run away in this playoff opener. Here's Tilly, bump from behind, kick it out to Kay Jefferson, round the horn to Kenley Jefferson for three up the back iron, no. Long rebound comes out, pulled in by Asia Johnson. Can the Pirates get some offense here? This is a good way to good place to turn with Johnson, and she will get bumped down the lane here and fouled. And Asia Johnson will have a trip to the free throw line. Second foul called against Yukon here in this second half, with 4:19 to play in the third. First one up and good, and that will finally put an end to a 12-0 run for Yukon. Back in the game for the Millerettes comes Raina Henson, number 11. She replaces Avery Sims, one senior for another. Johnson gets the second one to roll home, make it 42-28. We'll see if the Pirates have got another run in them to try and shrink this gap back down a little. You want to, you kind of figure rule of thumb generally is You want to at least be down single digits going to the fourth. 10 or more feels a lot tougher than 9 or less. Here's Jefferson in the corner for 3 for Yukon. Not going to fall. Rebound, though. K. Jefferson, put back, no. Rebound, stick back attempt, the third try there for Smith didn't fall. Some good looks for Yukon, but no dice. Maxey the big rebound. And Putnam City's got it going back to the way. Here's Johnson driving. She'll kick it out to Booker. Booker bounce pass here on the lane. Left elbow shot. How the heck did that thing go? What a shot by Kayla Hill through contact and the foul. Wow, I'm a little dumbfounded. I almost didn't know what to say. That was a lot of contact. She kind of just seemed to throw that thing up, but banked it home, stuck on the rim, and a chance for the three-point play here for Kayla Hill. Front of the rim, no good. Some missed free throws here hurting Putnam City in the second half. I think they are going to call a foul here. Yeah, foul goes against the Pirates. It's going to go on Hill, who hit the deck trying to get her own missed free throw there. So a little 4-0 run here from Putnam City has them back down 12, 42-30 with 3:40 to go in the third. Pirates continuing to hang around here tonight. Here's Tilly coming the other way for Yukon. Had it poked away, a lot of contact here, and Booker kind of hand fighting a little bit. And it'll be a foul on Booker.
Foul on Pirates number 21, Patience Booker. Miller's with the ball.
Kay Jefferson will do the honors on the inbound. Looking in the corner to Tilly. Hunt crashing down on her. Putnam City paying very close attention to Gabby Tilly with the way she shot the ball tonight. Here's Kay Jefferson with it, driving down the baseline. Tilly with it again. She'll have to give it up. Canley Jefferson underneath to Smith. Smith trying to figure out where she wants to go with it. Hands it off to Kay Jefferson here on the near side. Long pass to Tilly. Round the horn to Jefferson. Putnam City some good defense on this possession, and Hunt will knock that out of bounds. It goes off the fingertips, they say, of Tilly. And Putnam City ball. Boy, what defense on that possession for the Pirates. Nothing came easy. As Yukon has had some really nice ball movement in this second half, and they were whipping it around right there, but there was never any room. So Putnam City has it back. A little bit of momentum right now with the Pirates. Can they continue to build on it? Driving down the lane here. Hill, her shot is good. 6-0 run for Putnam City, and they're back down 10. Once again, the Pirates look like they were fading when all the way down to 16 there, but a little run here. They're back down just 10. Kay Jefferson feeds off to Kenley for 3. Back iron no good. Rebound pulled in by Hunt. Can the Pirates keep this thing rolling? Johnson crosses midcourt with 2.5 to go in the third. In the corner, here's Hill. She's been a big part of this run. Down the lane, scoop layup attempt. Oh, how did that thing go? What a circus shot by Kayla Hill. It's an 8-0 run for the Pirates. And they're down just 8, 42-34. Here's Kay Jefferson. Takes a long 2 at the top here. That'll go. Big shot there by the junior Kay Jefferson to put the Millerettes back up 10 at 44-34, 2:10 to go in the third. And Coach Wyckoff wants to talk things over, taking a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:10 to play in the third. 44-34, Yukon in front in the 6A playoff matchup on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Back to Midwest City, Josh Galloway here in the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lauren Hicks working the camera for us tonight, doing a very nice job. 44-34 is your score currently in favor of Yukon, the de facto home team tonight. They are the higher seed in this elimination game. This is other classes, it can get a little confusing. I don't blame it. I get confused myself, and I work in this thing every year. Other classes, it's double elimination from the jump. That's not the case in 6A and 5A. It's elimination games out of the gate. Now, if you win, Saturday is not an elimination game, but tonight is. This is the season on the line for these two teams right now. Missed shot from Yukon. Ball's on the floor, and they're going to do a tie-up jump ball, which will keep it with the Millerettes down at this end. They win tonight, and you're playing next week. That's a guarantee no matter what happens on Saturday. But like we said, you win on Saturday, and you're in great shape to reach the state tournament. You lose that game, and it gets a lot tougher next week in area. Other side here, Henson goes to the rim and gets bumped and fouled. The foul is on Maxey, and it will send Henson to the line here to shoot a pair as Yukon trying to stave off the latest Putnam City run. First one up and good. Puts the Millerettes back up by 11. Second free throw rattles out. So a 1-for-2 trip for Henson. Lead sticks at 11 for now. 1:37 to play in the third. Here's Hill the other way for the Pirates. Guarded by Henson. She'll go around her on her left. Bounce pass here to Hunt. Hunt picks up her dribble. Got to find somewhere to go with it. Kick out in the corner to Hill, the other Hill. There's two on the floor right now for Putnam City. That was Ciara Hill, and that shot didn't go. And back of the way here for Yukon, up 11. Henson, feed off to Kay Jefferson. In the corner to Kenley Jefferson. Left side to Tilly. Underneath Ashlyn Smith to the rim. Nice move. Put it in. That was great positioning by Ashlyn Smith. Just a freshman, but she's very skilled and obviously has the height at 6 foot even to really be a problem for teams in the 6A ranks here for the years to come. Foul here is going to go on Smith, and it will send Kayla Hill to the free throw line for Putnam City. And we mentioned it earlier, but it goes without saying, you need to cash in on these if you're the Pirates right now. Free throws are precious for PC at this point in the game. You got to make sure to cash these in when you can. First free throw, that's not going to help. Right off the side of the rim there for Kayla Hill, no good. 61 seconds to play in the third. 47-34 Yukon. Second free throw also no good, but Hill's able to run down and get her own miss, and it buys Putnam City another look at this. But that hustle by Kayla Hill, she is really having a nice night as well and just playing extremely hard. Her hustle has been unmatched in this game. Here's Hunt in the lane. Turnaround shot here off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound comes out. Pulled in by the Millerettes. This is Henson starting a fast break all the way to the rim. Put. I almost spoke a little too soon. She's bumped and fouled. And Raina Henson, the senior, will go back to the line for Yukon. So the Pirates did a good job to kind of rally there to cut it back down to 8 if they went down by as much as 16. But now Yukon kind of slowly ballooning it back out, although the free throw here is no good for Henson. Again, if you're tuned into this ball game, stick with us for our next game because the winner of this one will get the winner of that one on Saturday. Midwest City and U.S. Grant coming up next here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Free throw good there for Henson, so split the trip. 14-point lead, 48-34. 30 seconds to go here in third from Midwest City. And miscommunication here results in a turnover as Hill threw it over to the freshman Shariah Williams, who started to make a cut right as she fed it and went off her fingertips and out of bounds. So Yukon gets it back, up 14. Certainly no reason to rush here. Pass underneath. Nice find to Henson in the corner for Kate Jefferson. Good job by Williams getting over and knocking it out of bounds. It'll stay down at this end with Yukon. Leading by 14. Tilly to do the honors on the inbound here. Henson over to Kenley Jefferson. 12 seconds. Back to Tilly. Jefferson on the wing. Kick in the corner to Pivniska, and that'll be a travel and a turnover. So with 8 seconds, Putnam City gets it back. A chance to try and cut into it a little bit here. Down 14 as we near the end of the third. This is Hill bringing it up for the Pirates. Down the lane, had it poked away. It's loose, scooped up here by Jefferson. Can she get a shot up here before the end of the quarter? I'm not sure if that would have counted. It wasn't a bad attempt, though. I'll say that. And that ends the third quarter. Yukon in front 48-34 after 3 in Midwest City. 8 minutes left in the season for one of these two squads. Fourth quarter next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Back to Midwest City. Josh Calloway here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're glad you found us however you did tonight for playoff basketball. Great time of year, and this is the moments that it's extra good. 8 minutes left in this ball game. The season on the line for these two teams. UConn's certainly in good shape right now, leading by 14. But the Pirates, if we've learned anything about this team tonight, they're not going to go down without a fight. They've been very, very scrappy and have battled after a challenging season. They have brought their best effort tonight and have battled in this thing. They were down just 4 at the early part of that third quarter. Got it even back down to 8 after going down by as much as 16. But UConn has pushed it back out to 14 as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go. Who extends their season into next week? Who has it end here tonight? And this is not going to help for Putnam City. A travel as Maxey shuffled the feet. And UConn gets it back up by 14. Winner of this one gets the winner of Midwest City US Grant, which we played on this floor, coming up right after this ball game. And we'll have that for you on OSN. That shot doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Asia Johnson. Feels like if you're Putnam City, you need to stack a lot of stops in this fourth quarter to try and make up this gap. Driving the lane here, getting tied up. This will be a jump ball, and the arrow will give it over to UConn. More nice defense by Coach Wyckoff's squad. They've been very, very sharp on this end of the floor. I mean, they've hard-nosed. Nothing's really come easy for Putnam City tonight. They've really had to fight hard for their 34 points. Here's UConn with it, leading by 14. And now you wonder at what point do the Millerettes start to slow play these possessions. Tilly says, I'm going to go ahead and fire. That shot comes off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound loose, pulled in by Putnam City. So an empty trip there. Now can the Pirates start working into the deficit on this end offensively? There's Hunt, turnaround shot, blocked. Ooh, they're going to say a foul on Tilly. That looked pretty hard to say. It was a tough call. I'll call it that. To go against Tilly, 15 foul on UConn. Both teams with 5. Hasn't been a ton of whistles in this game. Neither team got into the bonus in the first half. Neither team is there yet in the second half, although we still got 7 minutes left. And I'll tell you what, this part of the game right now is killing Putnam City. A lot of missed free throws in the second half of this one, especially. You're trying to pull off an upset. That's, the exact opposite of what you need to do. You need to shoot a high percentage from the line. They're not doing it. And another miss from Hunt. So an empty trip there. UConn back with it, ahead by 14. Under 7 minutes to play. Kay Jefferson in the corner to Kenley Jefferson. Open look. Clock comes. Kenley Jefferson, if she's that open, she's hitting most of the time. And UConn's got their biggest lead of the night at 17, 51-34. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. And Coach Knapp wants to talk about it as the Pirates' season may be dwindling here. They're going to need a big run to try and work their way back in this thing. Still certainly not over yet, but a steep hill to climb right now for the Pirates. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll stick here. We'll let you know that, like we said, we'll have the next game here on this court for you, Midwest City and US Grant. That game is set for 7:30 tip, but I would bank it to be probably just about 10 or 15 minutes at most after this one finishes. And that'll be on OSN. A separate stream, though. This stream will end, and then just mosey on over to the Midwest City channel, or if you're on YouTube, just look for the labeled live broadcast coming up. That's Midwest City US Grant. That's where we'll be for that one. Tomorrow night, a lot of boys playoff action for you. I'll be on the call for Del City and McAllister tomorrow night. See the Mighty Eagles, certainly one of the big favorites in 5A tomorrow. And to see the full OSN schedule, just head to our app, Oklahoma Sports Network, or the website, of course, oksportsnet.com for all the latest and what we got coming up for you in this postseason push to the championships next month, either at the Big House or the Lloyd Noble Center. This will be a foul called against Yukon after a turnover. Kayla Hill scooping that and getting bumped. That's a 6th foul on Yukon, so that was their last to give. Putnam City will get free throws the rest of the way, but I don't know if that's really necessarily a good thing for the Pirates. They've had a lot of missed free throws in this second half. Boy, what a play by Tilly, picking the pocket of Asia Johnson. Not a lot of doubt on who the player of the game is tonight for Yukon. Gabby Tilly has been tremendous. In the corner, open look at a 3 for Pivniska. Clackums. Addison Pivniska, the sophomore, knocks that one down. And Yukon's lead up to now 20, and you feel like that one, if it wasn't already put away, it might have just did the trick on that 3 ball in the corner. But Asia Johnson not going to go down without a fight. Nice move in the lane, and she's bumped and fouled and puts it home for the and one. Asia Johnson, a senior, playing in what could very well be her final game. One of 3 seniors on this Putnam City roster. And it looks like they're saying that a technical foul was called against Asia Johnson as well. So she's going to get the free throw here, obviously. But it's a dead ball because Yukon's going to get technical shots on the other side. So it's 54-37. Board here reads 54-35. I'm certain that the shot went in, so it should be 54-37. And now they just updated it. So Tilly gets technicals. First one no good. Second shot on the way here for Tilly is up and good, so she splits the trip. Yukon ahead by 18 with 5:50 to go, and they get the ball here. Jordan Ray always says, if we're going to commit a technical, do it when your team doesn't have the ball. So at least that's what happened, but it does give Yukon a bonus point. Wipes out, essentially makes the and one a wash. Feeding the lane here, Pivniska, mid-range jumper doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Destiny Hunt. Been impressed with Hunt tonight, especially on the board. Just a sophomore she is. She's got some good athleticism. She'll be a fun player to keep an eye on next season, and then obviously the year beyond that as well, with still 2 years left of high school ball. Here's Asia Johnson over to Maxie, one of those seniors. Just 3 of them on this PC squad, both her and Johnson, along with Ciara Hill, number 22, who we've seen kind of sparingly tonight. Those 3 playing in what looks like it very well might be their final games. 3 ball here, though. Not going down without a fight. Patience Booker puts that one down. Putnam City back within 15. Just a little under 5 minutes. You're going to need pretty much exclusively stops here. That'll help. Air ball, but an offensive rebound for Yukon and a second chance. If you're Coach Wyckoff, you're wondering, at what point are you telling your guys, slow it down? I mean, every possession should be 30, 40 seconds at least, and you can see that's exactly what they're doing. He's shouting out direction, telling his players, there is no reason for us to rush anything. If it's open, go ahead and take it, but otherwise, work that clock. Tilly to the lane. That was a great move, but didn't finish it. Yukon hoping for a whistle, never came. Putnam City's got it back down 15. Asia Johnson, crossover move, hands it off to Hill. Hill, step back, poked away, got her dribble out. Now she's on the floor. It's loose, picked up by Harbison. Nice active hands by the sophomore. She starts the break. Down the lane, kick out in the corner. Kate Jefferson for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound is loose. Tilly almost saved it, but knocked it out of bounds, and it will go back over to PC Original with just a hair over half of this fourth quarter left. 55-40. Can Yukon put it away, or does Putnam City have one last big push in them in these final few minutes? Johnson, nice feed underneath the Hill. Turnaround shot is up and good. Kayla Hill puts it down, 55-42, 3:45 to go. Kay Jefferson, long pass to Harbison. She'll take a long 2. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, pulled in by Kay Jefferson. She'll fire along, too. It won't go. Rebound pulled in by Hunt. Yukon coming up with some tough misses here. Pivniska will knock that pass away out of bounds. It'll stay with PC. Back in the game for the Millerettes comes, actually for the first time. Oh, excuse me, that's Raina Henson, number 11. She's wearing 23 now. Threw me off for a moment. That's Raina Henson back in wearing 23. She replaces Harbison. But a good game for Henson off the bench. 55-42. Down the lane here to the rim. Can't quite put it home, does Booker. It's a great move, but didn't cap it off. Yukon gets it back. 3:10 to go, up by 13. Jefferson feeds it over to Kay Jefferson. Right side, Pivniska. Open three on the wing, no good. Long rebound, though, comes out to Kenley Jefferson again. Well, Yukon has had a lot of back-breaking offensive rebounds in this second half. Turnaround shot there, Pivniska didn't go, and she just kind of rushed it a little bit. One of those spots, just probably didn't realize how alone she was. There was nobody around her. Turned around and rushed it, missed it. Flying the other way, Hill's shot won't go. Rebound ripped down by Tilly. And the stories of this game, Yukon certainly the three-point shooting, but controlling the glass tonight has been pretty good for the Millerettes, especially here down the stretch. As Henson is fouled, and Raina Henson will go to the line here to shoot a pair with just 2:33 left. And Putnam City's season certainly hanging by a thread here at the moment. Again, don't go anywhere at the conclusion of the ball game. We'll have the next game for you, Midwest City and U.S. Grant. It will be on a separate stream. That bears repeating. So this stream is going to end, but don't panic. As just look for the Midwest City channel if you're on one of our various apps, or if you're on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, just go find that broadcast. It'll be labeled accordingly. Split the trip for Henson. Puts the lead back up to 14 at 56-42. 2:30 to go from the field house in Midwest City. Johnson feeds up to the top. This is Hill. Hill going to her right. She'll drive down the lane. Right-hand floater won't go. She's bumped and fouled. And back to the line goes Kayla Hill. Yukon faithful wondering what garnered that whistle. Hard to tell for us from where we're stationed here. And Hill missed the free throw again. And it's going to be one of those other storylines. It may not have mattered, but you never know for Putnam City. This will be one of those things that eats away at Coach Naff a little bit and the team, assuming they don't make a rally here. As another miss is a lot of missed free throws in this second half. And they're going to have more coming up here as a great rebound by Destiny Hunt. She's then bumped and fouled, and she'll go back to the free throw line with 2:15 left. Ashlyn Smith fouls out of the game on that one, so she'll come out. Back in comes Avery Sims, the senior for Yukon. Started this game. Hasn't played a ton of minutes tonight, but has been a frequent contributor, certainly. Free throw no good for Hunt. A lot of missed free throws tonight. Now, beating a dead horse, but tough to ignore when you kind of examine this game and where things maybe went wrong for PC tonight. And the free throw line is certainly going to be a big part of that conversation. Second one on the way here for Hunt. And she misses them both. So an 0 for 4 trip at the line there for Putnam City. Here's Henson firing it ahead, looking for Jefferson. Pass deflected and stolen by Hunt. Pirates have it back. Here's Hill in the corner. Open three for Booker. Rattles out. Jefferson and Hunt then get tied up. It'll be a jump ball. And the arrow will keep it at this end with the Pirates. With $1:58 to go. PC is going to need quite the rally now. Certainly time not on their side. Inbound to Hunt. Hunt gets underneath the Hill. Nice positioning, great feed. Oh, and Hunt just couldn't get it to roll home. It'll be knocked out of bounds and stay with PC. That was a great pass by Hunt, and good job by Hill getting positioning there, but didn't finish it. PC gets it back. Johnson on the left wing to the top. This is Booker with it. 1:45 left in the corner. Lost for a moment, now getting it back. is the other Hill, the senior, getting some of her final moments on the court here. Turnaround shot doesn't fall for Hunt. Rebound pulled in by Sims. Johnson is battling her. Sims got to get rid of this thing. And eventually a timeout to be taken by Coach Wyckoff, a smartly used one at that, seeing his player in some peril there. And with 91 seconds, we have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Yukon looks like they're on their way to punching their ticket to area. We'll see if they can finish it off next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Here at Champion Plumbing, we grew up under these lights, so we know what hard work and dedication really means. Because to us, being the best is about helping our community when they need us most. It's about giving our all on every play and every job. Being your hometown champs means being part of a team that succeeds together. So every time you call, you get nothing but our best. And that's what makes us Champion Plumbing.
Back to Midwest City. Josh Calloway here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lauren Hicks running the camera for us tonight. Just 91 seconds left to play in this one. Looks like Yukon's going to be in good shape to move on to Saturday. It'll be a 2 o'clock tip back here in Midwest City. We'll have that game for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The regional championship, and that'll set you up in really good shape for the area round next week when you're trying to get to the Lloyd Noble Center and the state tournament. Yukon playing keep away now, working that clock down with 80 seconds left. Jefferson guarded by Hill. Got really close to that half-court line. Flirting with it. Crossover move. Jefferson will take it down the lane. She'll dribble it out, wanting to use more clock. And Yukon will continue to play keep away here as they're going to call a foul here on the Pirates. 1:03 to go.
Foul on the Pirates, number 21, Patience Booker.
Fouls on Booker will send Jefferson to the line for a 1-and-1. 8th team foul on the Pirates.
1-1.
Front end will go down. Got to give Yukon a lot of credit tonight, too. I mean, certainly Putnam City played very well tonight. They played very hard. Just 3 wins this season, set it off the bat. Credit to Coach Naff. It's like free throws no good. A lot of teams probably would have been checked out coming into this game tonight and not giving their best effort. But Putnam City absolutely battled out there, and they kept this thing very interesting for most of the night. On the flip side, you got to give credit to Yukon as well, as that three-pointer is blocked. You got to give credit to Yukon as well, absorbing that gut punch from a team that was playing largely with house money, not a whole lot to lose. They're the big favorite. They took a couple of hits in the mouth tonight, but they responded and are going to end up still getting a pretty comfortable win, all things considered, here in the playoff opener. And this will guarantee Yukon a spot in next week's area round, no matter what happens on Saturday. They'll be playing basketball next week in a to-be-determined location, certainly against a to-be-determined opponent, as there's a lot still to be shaken out there.
Henson on the line, 1-1.
Free throw here is up and good for Henson, as Yukon just putting the finishing touches on this one. Millerettes will go to 15-8 on the season. Putnam City will close out their year at 3-21. But again, that won't really tell the whole story of how hard this team battled. A lot of tough competitive games tonight being a great example of it. Hanging in and giving Yukon a run for their money for a lot of tonight's game. But in the end, Putnam City going to be just a little bit outmatched in the long run. And Coach Naff here taking a timeout with 21.9 seconds left. There's one, I guess, to make sure they get her seniors a good possession on the last one of their careers. Again, next up we'll have Midwest City and U.S. Grant right here on this very floor. Separate stream for that one. That'll be number 4 versus number 13 in the 6A West bracket. And the 2 winners of our games tonight, which obviously that'll be Yukon here, and then the winner of our next one will meet Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. Yours truly back on the call for that one. Moving on to next week, and we'll get that all sorted out in due time as far as where they're playing, who they're playing. Obviously, in the area around it moves to neutral sites, so none of them are predetermined. They wait until the matchups are set, and then they choose sites that essentially make sense for both parties. But we'll be sure to pass that information along to you on the Oklahoma Sports Network Facebook page and other ways, of course. And we'll have a lot of action for you next week in the area round as well. Lots of playoff basketball over the next few weeks here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're just getting the party started tonight. And that's a 5-second call as Hill couldn't quite get it in. So Yukon will get it back with a 17-point lead and just 21 seconds on the clock. I'd imagine they'll dribble this out unless Putnam City doesn't let them. Sims gives it up to Kay Jefferson. 10 seconds left. Back over to Tilly. And it looks like this will just about do it. I spoke a little too soon. Bumped and fouled, and Tilly will get a couple more free throws. Why not here on the way out? Try to get Yukon up above that 60 plateau. This is 2, as that was the 10th team foul on Putnam City. First one good. Second one on the way for Tilly also falls. 61-42, just 3 seconds left. Asia Johnson will put up one last shot at the buzzer. Doesn't go, and that's your ball game. Yukon wins it 61-42. And we'll move on to area next week. Obviously, first up, the regional championship on Saturday. But the important thing is they've extended their season for another week. Putnam City, meanwhile, their season comes to an end tonight. It was by 19 here in this neutral site matchup. They kept it interesting for a long while, though. And give Coach Naff and that team a lot of credit for battling hard tonight. Just came up a little bit short as the Millerettes moved to 15-8. And will take on either Midwest City or U.S. Grant on Saturday. A 2 o'clock tip right back here at Midwest City. And we'll have that game for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're going to step away now. This stream is going to end. But we'll have the Midwest City U.S. Grant game coming up for you in about, looks like they just set it for 12 minutes from now. So it'll be a 7:38 unofficial tip there. We'll be on the air in about, 10 minutes or so from now. The stream will be live almost right away, so you can go over there, get your luggage in, and be ready for that one coming up here in just about a little over 10 minutes from now, Midwest City and U.S. Grant. Thank you so much for watching tonight's ballgame between Yukon and Putnam City. We hope you join us for the next one, Midwest City and U.S. Grant over on the Midwest City channel. We'll see you over there for the next game of our doubleheader. That's it for this one, though. Yukon wins it 61-42. They move on to the regional final on Saturday. Putnam City's season comes to an end tonight here in Midwest City.